Greetings, queer beings, greetings, green being. Welcome to Universal Peace Radio. Beta infant eating, beta where Coquio, Pope, as Obama and the Rockefellers and others are depopulating the earth are still attacking me with a ringing in the head, so they're still inducing cancer in me with the cancer heart to hide that they want to depopulate the earth with their airborne Ebola, Lassa, Chimera virus. People are silenced about it with their directed energy weapon torture. And so it's best to leave a trail of evidence for prosperity. And now they're torturing me and my father to death for sure. And besides Obama troll guilty of treason is also guilty of that. And according to my precognitive vision, people will be injected at gunpoint and they'll be shot if they leave their home quarantine. And all the speech errors are made by the quantum computers that control my and your brain waves in reality. So the prediction didn't come true, the prediction of others that the World War would start with the attack of Iran on Israel yesterday. And I said multiple times that I think it's not going to happen. Of course, if they don't meet the deadline, then perhaps something will happen. That could coincide with Ebola reaching the people. They're hurting my spine, my lower spine at the moment. So the skull and bones beta suggests are dissolving my spine. They've also tortured my mother to death. They've tortured all teeth out of my mouth. And usually they're lying that they didn't do it to create more victims. To depopulate to 500 million is the main goal at the moment. But they always lie, they use the cycle biometrol. And others lie for them. In synthetic telepathy to control your brain waves. Make you think everything's alright. They're also attacking my throat with their centipedes from hybrid insects. The quantum computer that controls them has a Dutch male voice. And it laughs sadistically when something goes wrong for me. So the way the Jesuit infant eaters do it is pretend I'm paid off, then my mother was paid off. And they themselves are not paid off, of course. The holy man, the God in your head. And the innocent vegetarians will have to bleed to depopulate the 500 million if they have attempted to press charges against the people that advocate using airborne Ebola and are using airborne Ebola, Lassa, Chimera virus to depopulate the earth. So the BBC has reported the increase in the amount of Ebola cases, which they cover up with people that have tested negative for Ebola. They use the mainstream media to downplay the risk to spread it even faster. And 8,000 people died in agonizing death of their man-made designer virus. I think it's pretty evil already. That is enough to put them in jail for the rest of their lives. But of course, that's not going to happen to people with directed energy weapons. Control the Supreme Court, and computers control the Supreme Court and your brainwaves, and they can kill anybody instantly with their death rate against Harp and Bob, Alaska. And they're all controlled by Beta, where properly are. So I think the torture is not going to stop for anybody. And the Betas will win again and wipe them out this time. About 7 billion people in the third world war over the Ebola virus. A sticky mRNA, according to sources online, but interlocks with other viruses. Because I think torturing me and my father to death with their hybrid insects, I put the evidence online. You can all decide for yourself who's lying and who's telling the truth. It's my father's birthday today. But my father didn't read on the trees and the straws once you're all dead, so. On my birthday, usually they do extra torture. But somebody says in the towards just with infant eaters. They tortured my mother to death with herb. And I think there are many people that know that I'm telling the truth, especially directed energy weapon torture victims. But they lie in the hope that they're not murdered. Of course they are. And they're just making it worse for themselves because they're all brain control idiots until they go away. Usually they let these victims pretend that there are chips in their body, that they do it with chips to hide it, some with synthetic telepathy. That is done with masers and other bullshit. But in reality they do it with wireless energy with the cancer heart and focus Alaska. And I think that's the only device used for dirty torture. They're not usually satellites for that. And Putin is one of them. Putin is also a Jesuit controlled slave, like Obama and Bibi Netanyahu, until they die. For the Jesuit infant eaters. That have dragged you into a Luciferian timeline in which you all will die, instead of the utopian timeline you would have been in, sort of psychic suppression, thought suppression, and sexual suppression are real. For example, 17.6 hertz added to cancer causing tetra, so that the police officers cannot keep up with the visions anymore. They help to arrest innocent people that could have saved them from the people that are now spreading their airborne Ebola, Lassa, Chimera virus. Let somebody on the side make some. Somebody had better do something before they kill There's so many people helping with and people like me that exposed because it's
speaking now. The number of new cases of Ebola has risen in all of West Africa's worst hit countries for the second week in a row, the World Health Organization, WHO, says. February 12, 2015 last updated at 12:44 Greenwich Mean Time. Share this page print. Share Facebook, Twitter. New Ebola cases show rise for second week in row. This is the second weekly increase in confirmed cases in 2015, ending a series of encouraging declines. The WHO said on Wednesday that Sierra Leone had registered 76 of the 144 new cases, Guinea 65 and Liberia 3. More than 9,000 people have died from Ebola since December 2013. The WHO said that the increase highlights the considerable challenges that must still be overcome to end the outbreak. Despite improvements in case finding and management, burial practices, and community engagement, the decline in case incidence has stalled, the UN Health Agency said in a statement. In another development, U.S. President Barack Obama has said he will withdraw nearly all U.S. troops helping to combat the disease in Liberia.
So the measures they're taking cannot stop Ebola from spreading. As a matter of fact, they make it spread deliberately. They've injected these people into outbreaks and also Tecmira virus. Pretty populated 500 million. UCLA and SDRA, Strategic Threat Reduction Agency, have already proven scientifically that Ebola is killed by colloidal silver. That's why they've blocked colloidal silver shipment according to Natural News. And with colloidal silver, they could have killed the Ebola, and now it's spreading, which is what they want. So by opening the borders, changing the symptoms list, so that the symptoms for Ebola become the same as the symptoms of thousands of other diseases, so people are misdiagnosed. Killer vaccines, of course, that may contain live Ebola the way they spread it initially, according to sources online, in which people will make millions of dollars. And one of these vaccines may be the rabies-based vaccine to turn people into zombies in reality. It fits in with the plan of the Pentagon to nuke the zombie horse. So that is why it has to be rabies-based, because rabies has a kill rate of 100% once injected. So I've studied it a little bit already. I have a blog about Ebola, Wix Ebola. If you Google Wix Ebola, if you want to worship with energy weapons, which they are, which is a reason not many people find the blog. And so that can be their main depopulation method in reality. Airborne. It's airborne, it's another thing they use the mainstream media to lie that it's not airborne. And also there are other lies of colloidal silver. It doesn't kill it, but in reality it does. It's scientifically proven. So the mainstream media is used as a lying tool to mislead the public to the maximum extent possible to depopulate 500 million. People like the Turner of CNN also want 95% of you dead. So that's clear from their book quotes, etc. You can also find on my blog, so you can pretend that your book quotes aren't real, then they know you're lying because they can verify it.
Mr. Obama said that the outbreak had been a wake-up call. Only 100 of the 2,800 troops would remain in West Africa at the end of April, according to the Associated Press news agency. Mr. Obama said on Wednesday that the withdrawal marked a transition in the fight against the disease in Liberia but did not mean that the mission was over. Our focus now is getting to zero, he said. Unsafe burials. At least 22,800 cases of Ebola have been recorded since the outbreak began, mainly in 3 countries in West Africa. In Guinea, efforts to end the outbreak are being hampered by mistrust of aid workers, particularly in the capital city. The main threat to achieving our goal of 0 cases in 60 days is this resistance in Conakry, said Dr. Sakoba Keita, Guinea's national Ebola response coordinator. Unsafe burial practices continue to be a problem in Sierra Leone. More than 40 unsafe burials were recorded in 1 week, according to the WHO. Mourners can catch the disease by touching the highly contagious bodies of the dead.
By breathing the air also, if they didn't take a lot of silver. So they just need colloidal silver. And I advise you, if you live in Africa, to spread colloidal silver flyers. If you don't want to be injected at gunpoint with killer vaccines after level 6 pandemic is declared, and it will be by the WHO. So I think not enough people will take a lot of silver and they're all going to die to depopulate 500 million.
Ebola deaths. Figures up to February 9, 2015. 9,209 deaths. Probable, confirmed and suspected, includes 1 in the US and 6 in Mali, 3,826 Liberia, 3,350 Sierra Leone, 2018 Guinea, 8 Nigeria. Source, WHO.
I'm psychic rather than psycho, and talk along with anybody when they speak. At the moment they're losing cancer in my right upper leg. It's a cancer heart in Baltic, Alaska. Silences can also be made by them controlling my brainwave, etc. Another technique is stealing time before you start your broadcast so that the brainwaves can be prepared for images of the potential listeners. So because they've tortured my mother to death with cancer harp, I'm not going to stop until they are arrested or killed. Especially, I won't stop until they stop torturing me. So we can think, what can we do? The threats to citizens are directed energy weapons, synthetic telepathy, and with it they can let people make driving errors, speech errors. They can control muscle movement of people, for example. They can let them crash on the highway, they can make them pass out with synthetic telepathy. They can kill them with heart attacks, brain bleedings. It's pretty many of those already. And like this. And there's Ebola and the threat of possible world war over the Iran deadline. But this colloidal silver flyer should be spread in countries where it's spreading. Liberia, Sierra Leone, Guinea, Nigeria, especially at airports, to prevent Ebola from becoming a global Ebola pandemic. We're also making noises by controlling muscle movement via dentures. They've tortured all teeth out of my mouth. So I think I talk too much anyway. Always, in our opinion, it doesn't matter if you're not on TV or whatever. We can always lie to the beast computer in our brains and in our minds. Because it's not helping us, it's depopulating us, trying to play us out against each other, etc. So the beast computer can play Satan and God, but in reality it can be a computer simulation of a person, and it may only do things in your disadvantage and to depopulate the earth. In violation of the Genocide Convention. And they're hurting my leg, my right leg again. So I think the peace sign, this still means peace to everybody, whether it's any cancer or not. And deaf people also use this sign, but it doesn't necessarily mean the person is Satanist or a believer, which I'm not, so I don't believe. Believing is stupid, knowing is smart, religion is Satan for the mind. So it means there are Catholics and Hebrews and Muslims who want to kill me in reality. Muslims, especially all of them, the Muslims are the Muslims want to kill all non-Muslims, affected by which they may lie according to their faith, which they call Taqiyya, to kill the Mexican Kafirs, Christians and Jews included. There are many sources online to verify this. In the district of Georgia, 60 million people to death. They didn't want to believe in the fictional deities. In the religion of the Christians, the plagiarized version of the religion of the Egyptians, in worship of the fake deity Horus. So Horus also healed the sick, he was able to do miracles, walk on the water with 12 disciples, etc. So that's how we know the religion of the Christians is a stolen version of the religion of the Egyptians. The religion of Christians is a stolen version of Jesus Christ never existed. But in one of my previous broadcasts, you can see the torch device they use. And that's the double cross they were nailed on with mercy, basically. Compared to some of the other collections, the Iron Maiden or the Iron Maiden. I'm sorry we're all tyrannized by the people with synthetic telepathy. They can send evil voice control messages and destroy brainwaves and emotions. In violation of their rights to physical integrity, privacy, and freedom of thought. Which represent is not for national security purposes for them. Depopulation is not. Also clear from the fact that they refuse me my right to push charges against people who think airborne Ebola would be ideal to kill 80–90% of the world's global population. So Mr. Rockefeller's Georgia Guidestones donated and including me Robert Christian Awil, so his now eugenics program, and possibly his hybrid insect alignment, hybrid insect microelectric chemical systems, DARPA. This may be in the bodies of millions of people by now, just me and my father.
because the previous broadcast was chopped off somehow, here we present the full article for Universal Peace Radio. Hell hi. We are all puppets brain controlled with synthetic telepathy. Everyone without a Tesla plasma shield. So always compare to the opposite next idea. The people controlling us, the NSA, Satanists, Luciferians, Freemasons, Jesuit controlled, have planned to kill 93% of us. They have the death ray and control the Supreme Court, so most of us are going to die. Ebola is still spreading fast, and the end of their planned Ebola laws, the Chimera pandemic, is not in sight. Go to a safe country, get storable food, peanut butter, rice, and colloidal silver, take vitamin C, best source kiwi. Get an air cleaner with an ionizer. Get or make your own cloudbuster. Use a Mobius coil to create your own scalar waves. Get a water filter and alkalize your water. Get a gas mask. Get a radiological water filter. Maybe store air and water info. How to do it is online. So I can see you're just not another part of me. W. Aging Ho, Loyoland. Get these men now. The Escalopus is basically a Mobius coil. In 1938, the British-American radio and television cartel was funded and administered by the Rockefeller Foundation, also funding Jewish hate and administering Nazi eugenics. The Navy sought to maintain a Rockefeller-administered military government monopoly over the radio industry, featuring advances in wireless radio. This wartime command over radio never ended, as some believe, due to the specious congressional indecision the Rockefeller leadership forced regarding the maintenance of the supposed governmental control over radio in 1918. Research and developments in musical weaponry, tuning with dissonant frequencies, yielding the latest and greatest war-making technology for broadcasting mass hysteria, was finally instituted in 1939, speciously adopted, thusly, according to Kavanagh. The main way the Jesuit infant eaters are trying to drag us into a Luciferian timeline in which we all die is by sabotaging the things we do. Dragging us into a new timeline by letting something we did in the other timeline go wrong, thus creating a new, Luciferian, timeline. Psychic suppression, thought suppression, and sexual suppression are global. The U.S. Navy's musical manipulations. Besides the U.S. Navy's administrative control over the National Public Health Service in America, this branch of the military has always been at the forefront of war research, including biological weaponry, virology, genetics, electrogenetics, DNA recombinatics, technical developments in electronics, communications, and signaling, and military intelligence bearing on the subject of frequencies required for producing mass hysteria. What few people realize, regardless of the type of music played in the Western world, the standard Anglo-American tuning for instruments and voices was instituted at the same time, by the same agents and agencies, advancing acoustic war studies for inducing mass hysteria. Between World Wars I and II, accelerating during the 1930s, scientific studies in musical frequencies best suited for war-making were funded by the Rothschild-Rockefeller Alliance, represented by the Rockefeller Foundation and U.S. Navy. A major objective of this war, and profitable population control, research was to determine the musical factors capable of producing psychopathology, emotional distress, and mass hysteria. Thus, the Empire Stadium right-pleasing to Parker was most likely a successful U.S. military RCA experiment to induce mass hysteria, especially since RCA, according to Tobias, was a major participant in the Rockefeller Foundation-funded research to musically produce this precise audience impact. Success was achieved at a 1939 international conference held in London, presumably as a compromise between current tendencies and earlier pitch standards. It was agreed that the international standard for concert pitch would thenceforth be based upon A equals 440 Hz, very close to the Royal Philharmonic's A equals 439 Hz of Dubé's derivation. The BBC began to broadcast the A equals 440 Hz tuning note, which, for the sake of accuracy, was produced electronically. MUSIC, Islamic State of Iraq and Syria. ISIS, exposed. Chechen president, ISIS leader is a CIA agent. Reagan said on October 3, 2014, false Jew Satanists are the Zionists. The Zionists control Israel. Israel controls the U.S. government. The false Jews control the Jesuit order, who control the Illuminati. The Illuminati control the Freemasons and all other secret societies. Through the secret societies, they also control all the major intelligence agencies. It goes on and on. Do you get the picture yet? George Soros waits for third time in star-studded ceremony. www.hearts.com. $1 2 days ago. ISIS equals Israeli Secret Intelligence Service. If we are to believe what we read online, Jews are lying trolls that want to exterminate all non-Jews and pretend they are chosen of themselves. Jesuit popes are infant eaters. Muslims have sworn to kill all non-Muslims about which they may lie according to their faith, which is called Taqiyya. The pedo-psycho Muslims want war, not peace. They hope for jihad. All believers are insane, they are psychotic, and they are a danger to themselves and others. The differentiation between the supposedly satanic Zionists and Orthodox Jews is made by many. Moses 3 days ago. If history is any indicator of what will happen, another religion terrorist organization will have another Jewish leader soon. Add her to the list. Head of ISIS, Elliot Shimon, Ashkenazi Jew. Al-Qaeda leader, Adam Goldon, Ashkenazi Jew. Nazi collaborator, George Soros, Ashkenazi Jew. Committee 300, father of Marxism and communism. Karl Marx, also known as Moses Loving Mordecai, Ashkenazi Jew. Founder of Wahhabism, Muhammad Abd al-Wahhab, crypto Jew. Father of Islam, Muhammad, Jew. The nations that live now are not the same nations described in the Bible and Quran. None of the people of these nations described in the Bible and Quran are alive today. So these nations consist of a totally new group of people. Most people comply with local laws to prevent nasty jail time. Hot, or not, nighttime hotter, do night, they can, plan, puke grip, powered, ready, stop, pods backwards. I discovered it, wood death rock, hardcore no. Adam and Eve were not the first humans, pre-Adamite, Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. Was the world populated through incest, or did God create Adam and Eve? Elliot Shimon, Press. George Soros. Z. Of Zorro. Who was who to? Turley did it. U.S. designates 35 hospitals as Ebola treatment centers. Reuters, March 12, 2014. No Sakobili. Obama says Ebola fight not over. Request $6 billion to combat virus. RT 5 hours ago. Share. Obama urges Congress to approve $6 billion for Ebola flight. Reuters 14 hours ago. $666 billion. For colloidal silver, I suppose. The ethics of fighting Ebola. Learning from past epidemics. Signed sign. At team level. UK McMahon. Fishing equals not finishing. The internet is the sewer system of our minds. LOL. In the name of the NWO, hack the trolls. Ebola. 7 genomes of pure sticky mRNA. Ebola Lassa Chimera. Nosocomial antibody-dependent virus. All brainwaves are computer-controlled. Nosocomially. Spreading in through hospitals. Okay, Dr. Giggles. Supreme Amber Core Deep. Militaire. Yes, we came. Terror teardrop wave. Yaki taki Allah. Evolon into Project Avalon. I fall off. I below. None without a Tesla plasma shield, which takes a lot of energy to generate, would survive a third world war, so an attack on Iran must be prevented by any means necessary. 12 scalar weapon countries have made nuclear weapons obsolete to create universal peace. NSA spinning on all Americans. This is how an angel crimes. I blame it on my own surprise. Maybe I should cry fuck help. Or maybe I should eat more kelp baby. Fail. La boom de bullshit. Sherlock Holmes up. There will be an air war, let it be he. Or, there will be an error, let it be he. And I don't know the rest of the lyrics. Let it bleed, let it bleed, let it beam, let it beam. Spain is sinking in cocaine. Boom from boom. 15 L's ago. Undo the Harlem Shake. Everyone should believe in the pop circle. I'll show you sauce. Bio-organic eco. Or bio in Dutch. If you see a rat, give a red alert. Ashkenazictme. End program. Program. Anacrane the power of the flower. Pussy willy cockfuck vagina subdick cunt trunk. They may have self-aware strong intelligence. I am a little piece of you. We are energy. Sci-fly. Clear balloon. Are we winning the fight against Ebola? Amber learn. I even know they're in my belief. Jesuits are pedophile cannibals that are gonna kill you all. You may eat. The Pope pedo. Jesuits are controlled by Ashkenazic Jew. Jews control the Jesuits. Louis T. The first Jesuits were crypto-Jews. Ignatius Loyola himself was a crypto-Jew of the occult Kabbalah. A crypto-Jew is a Jew who converts to another religion and outwardly embraces the new religion, while secretly maintaining Jewish practices. Syria Key. For players. If you are a Jewish CDC, do it. For universal peace. B.O. Box opening. How often have I said to you that when you have eliminated the impossible, whatever remains, however improbable, must be the truth? Sherlock Holmes quote, The Son of Four. It is Rip, it is God, not God inducing cancer in people, killing 7 billion people. Monsanto. Slow kills zombifying lobotomizing vaccines and home quarantines despite the knowledge that colloidal silver kills the Ebola virus and its mutations. By means of this section thou shalt do more. The thoughts train, calm it commit. Listen Israel, don't think. That's why you're called a feminine. Evil is just a state of mind control. Centers for disease. Control. A cyber attack. A cyber attack. They're so fly. The love. Synthetic the leprosy. I think nobody is checking whether the Ebola virus has sticky and/or to prove beyond any reasonable doubt this Ebola virus was created in a lab. Ausländer Auschwitz. Circle of 9/11. Idea? Logical subversion. Nazi genes. Yes, it. Could not access media in. Put in their face. Centipedes in humans. Several people have written me that they think they have one or more centipedes in their body and they would like a cure. One person who wrote me an email wrote, milk magnesium, amino 4400, pineapples. A friend took some and he said he pooped them out dead. Magnesium hydroxide is an inorganic compound with the chemical formula of hydrated MgOH2. As a suspension in water, it is often called milk of magnesia because of its milk-like appearance. The solid mineral form of magnesium hydroxide is known as brucide. Magnesium hydroxide is a common component of antacids and laxatives. It interferes with the absorption of folic acid and iron. It is primarily used to alleviate constipation, but also to relieve indigestion and heartburn. Amino 4400, BCAAs. A branched-chain amino acid, BCAA, is an amino acid having aliphatic side chains with a branch, a carbon atom bound to more than 2 other carbon atoms. Among the proteinogenic amino acids, there are 3 BCAAs, leucine, isoleucine and valine. Wiki, leucine, isoleucine, valine. The BCAAs are among the 9 essential amino acids for humans, accounting for 35% of the essential amino acids in muscle proteins and 40% of the preformed amino acids required by mammals. So it's magnesium hydroxide, BCAAs in pineapple. Other things you could try to expel centipedes from your body: Pyrethrum native chrysanthemum cinerifolium, diatomaceous earthwood grade. One person has a YouTube video in which it is claimed the person pooped out a centipede after taking iboga, a legal drug that is deadly in large amounts, colloidal silver, pumpkin seed, wormwood, also infrasin, quinine, also antonic, curcumine, garlic, cloves to kill their eggs, an insect repeller that mimics the sounds of insects specifically for centipede control, red frequencies, fly trap sticky tape that you can put under your bed, borax powder, camphor eucalyptus oil. Etherical. They lay their spermatophores in what they create. Centipedes always travel in pairs. Never sleep in a house where you saw a centipede. House centipedes may not enter the human body. Lithobius forficatus do, possibly a genetically altered species. There are other types of centipedes that enter the human body at night through the noses and mouths of people, which is mislabeled pseudoparasitism of myriapod in men, which is why so few people know about this. Obama and all Freemasons are witches, Luciferians, and they are going to kill 7 billion people, and they have tortured millions of people to death with their fall cancer-inducing lip. Vatican, sir. Yes, we Vatican. We must make babies for the New World Order. I think we would all like to see. I hope Hitler is still alive, but I doubt it. I think the Jesuit infant eaters killed him in their Second World War. Your hippie army known. Yo-ho. The pedo joke. Because they didn't think it's okay. Good one. The sign of death horse. May the force be with you. Use the force nip. Can plan 8888 must burn. New Order. Nazism. Wikipedia. The Free Encyclopedia. Nazi Eugenics. Wikipedia. The Free Encyclopedia, Active Measures aka Ideological Separation Phase 4 is normalization is when the tanks roll in. New Order Assassin, not the band, realizes. Red Record, Bilderberg knows, the elders are useless eaters. Yeah it, Van Silver A. Sticky and or NA. The virus interlocks with other viruses okay? Good freeware, glary utilities, super anti-spyware, virtual DJ. The beast computers can torture everyone simultaneously. It's total terror 24/7. Toxic hole, pain equals love, useless blood drinkers. Earth is just another weapon of self-destruction. They are protecting it against TMP instead of the people against the nukes and scalar weapons. Disaster horrors. Hurricane Katrina, 108 billion, versus Sandy, 68 billion. We're 1-2 I'm alright. The people who do it are the ones who know. The bitch ho, time Earth. By the who I mean, the end. WO, directed energy tyranny, and war, to detoxification. Not UN but UN. Fuck tyranny, fuck tortures out if they are still torturing and sterilizing innocent girls. To depopulate the earth in violation of the Genocide Convention. Preemptive doctrine is in violation of the Prevention of Nuclear War Agreement. Kill the trolls before they torture another one of us to death. Before they kill 7 billion of us with home quarantines. Our goodness and love keeps us all alive. Our hate and evilness as well. Sometimes. Hopefully long enough to find a permanent cure against aging. Our emotions do not control our behavior. Logic does. There is always a choice we're making, or not. Legal. Ice. Hangam P77 Travis Fleener 15 minutes ago. Exactly. This is tyranny, when the people who create and enforce the laws are they themselves exempt from them. And as such their laws are illegitimate and we must revolt. And another indication of a tyrannical government is when you have multitudes of laws and tick-you-tack laws like a broken windshield on your car is a $500 fine. We live in a tyrannical system where cops are the agents of the corrupt state. Tax XCMPT'd, extra, virgin, cocoa, nut, oil. It's now legal in Illinois to film cops, or any government officials, for that matter. Why film them when you can kill them? Nobody's allowed to film it anyway. Only the ones that did illegal things like murdering innocent civilians, otherwise it would not be just ice. Remember folks, this is the same government that registered U.S. patent number 6,630,507 deeming THC as a neuroprotectant and tumor reducer. Freedom of the press might be the only reason we are all still alive. So, if the cancer tetrapsycho cops have nothing to hide, why don't they want to be filmed? To hide you cannot press charges of incitement to commit genocide against people that think airborne Ebola would be ideal to kill 80 to 90% of the world's global population and believe in the lie that we're overpopulated. To hide you cannot press charges of cancer, cell phone radiation damages. To hide you cannot press charges of directed energy weapon torture. And film or record it with a hidden audio recorder and put it online like I did. And then an officer arrives at your door and tells you you have to remove the video of YouTube. It is on my channel but is now hidden to anyone but me. I do not want to go to jail. Someone else may still be able to press charges against these people that are going to kill you otherwise. The real government is still in place and the Jesuits paid more in pedo cases than anyone else though they control the Supreme Court and the death ray. I doubt if they do. History does not repeat itself. The Jesuits did it. Internet is like the blood of a million people dumped on our head from the sky. Nope. So 2 hours ago, it was declared unconstitutional once before, and it will be again. However, let the people of Chicago suffer their choices for political leaders. They are getting what they voted for. Interferometer. YouTube pulls critical video exposing global warming professor, by the Alex Jones channel 2 years ago 22,492 views. Truth inside. Large sweet aromatic. Oh, the finger. Wrong one. You can't do it. Romantic. Talk. Hot. Jihad. We're all guilty. Oh no. The infant-eating Jesuit terrorists are attempting to control us with synthetic telepathy and torture. They want to exterminate 7 billion people and create a Luciferian New World Order none but Obama, Barry Soetoro Davis, and a handful of satanic pedos and Rockefellers would like to see. To make you all look psychotic, they can let the quantum computer torture you when people make a hand signal, like the satanic peace sign, to make you believe they have special powers. In reality, it is a so-called beast computer controlled by the Satanists you hear in your brains, which speaks any language and is able to simulate any person. It is a neural network that learns from its mistakes, so it is gaining control. Soon all living things with a brainwave will be totally brain-controlled. It is possible that is already the case. The only way to protect your brain and body against their illegal torture attacks is with a Tesla plasma shield. The Ebola virus is spreading faster and faster, exponentially, and Iran's deadline ends in half a year. According to the Plan 8888 of the Pentagon covered by CNN, the plan is to nuke the zombie hordes. The rabies patients that will have received the lobotomizing rabies-based Ebola vaccine at gunpoint by then. U.S. government grants immunity protection to Ebola vaccine manufacturers, December 10, 2014. They can't control you more any. Yes we can. Trolled. Yes we scan. Yes we can torture. It has to pretend it cannot. On and want. You can hear it in it. Jihad is not jihad. Don't cock the Rubicon. Separately, Gavi, the Global Vaccines Alliance, has committed up to $300 million, 192 million pounds, to buy Ebola vaccines and is ready to begin procurement as soon as the WHO recommends one for use, the alliance said on Thursday. The card beyond. Use colloidal silver and vitamin C and maintain biosecurity level 4 procedures legally required by law for possible patients entering our country from infected countries and areas. Adolf Hitler, Man of the Year, 1938. Time named Joseph Stalin Man of the Year in 1939 and 1942. Time magazine cover, Vladimir Lenin, April 24, 1964. As upsetting as it is, Time magazine isn't likely to change its misogynist ways. After all, it gave the prize to Richard, Tricky Dicky, Nixon twice. It's also given it to Adolf Hitler, Joe Stalin and two popes, John XXI and John Paul II. Why break with tradition? Or is it time? Time magazine named Ebola Caregivers as its Person of the Year Wednesday, recognizing a team of doctors, nurses, researchers and volunteers who have battled against the difficult-to-treat disease during its 2014 West African outbreak. Since it began in 1927, Mahatma Gandhi, Adolf Hitler, Franklin D. Roosevelt, Winston Churchill, Martin Luther King, Jr., the Apollo 18 astronauts, Nikita Gorbachev and Barack Obama have all claimed the title. Where there is love, there is life. Mahatma Gandhi, you must be the change you wish to see in the world. Strength does not come from physical capacity. It comes from an indomitable will. Non-violence is the greatest force at the disposal of mankind. It is mightier than the mightiest weapon of destruction devised by the ingenuity of man. An eye for an eye only ends up making the whole world blind. Power is of two kinds. One is obtained by the fear of punishment and the other by acts of love. Power based on love is 1,000 times more effective and permanent than the one derived from fear of punishment. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Mahatma Gandhi. It is health that is real wealth and not pieces of gold and silver. I object to violence because when it appears to do good, the good is only temporary. The evil it does is permanent. I suppose leadership at one time meant muscles. But today it means getting along with people. Quotation. When government fears the people, there is liberty. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. Variations. When governments fear the people, there is liberty. When the people fear the government, there is tyranny. The strongest reason for the people to retain the right to keep and bear arms is, as a last resort, to protect themselves against tyranny in government. Does the government fear us? Or do we fear the government? When the people fear the government, tyranny has found victory. The federal government is our servant, not our master. When the people fear the government, that's tyranny. When the government fears the people, that's freedom. Papers of Thomas Jefferson Digital Edition. Remember to always distrust authority because people have been killed for questioning authority. Never give up your guns only if there is no other way to survive. Ideas are bulletproof. CD-ROMs are EMP-proof. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. Thomas Jefferson, because truth defines reality. Do you want to know who you are? Don't ask. Act. Action will delineate and define you. Thomas Jefferson. Herb is the healing of a nation. Alcohol is the destruction. When you smoke the herb, it reveals you to yourself. Bob Marley. 11 U.S. presidents who smoked marijuana. Yes, President number 44. Barack Obama, the current president, wrote about his cocaine and marijuana use as a youth in Hawaii and famously said, "When I was a kid, I inhaled frequently."
So I started with this article. I sound like a retard. Making noises, my controlling muscle movement against your heart. This article at the beginning has the things you could buy to increase your chances of survival. Survival is all. So I advise everybody to make it survival is all strategy and spread colloidal silver flyers in countries where Ebola has broken out, prevent global pandemic and inoculation at gunpoint gather vaccines.
That was the point. When running for president in 2008, yes, number 43, George W. Bush, W. as a cocaine user in his younger days, but he would never respond to questions about his marijuana use. Later, he told his biographer, Douglas Wedd, yes, pronounced like weed, I wouldn't answer the marijuana questions. You know why? Because I don't want some little kid doing what I tried. Yes, number 42, Bill Clinton, Slick Willie famously said, when I was in England, I experimented with marijuana a time or two, and I didn't like it. I didn't inhale and never tried it again. When asked about his marijuana use, in true Clintonian fashion, he may have been telling the truth. The late Christopher Hitchens, who attended Oxford with Clinton, said Bill had an affinity for pot brownies, so he may not have ever tried it, inhaling, ever again. NO number 40, Ronald Reagan. Given that he died from Alzheimer's disease, it is a shame the Gipper wasn't able to embrace a cannabis medicine that could have protected his brain. Not that he would have used it, since Reagan told us, I now have absolute proof that smoking even one marijuana cigarette is equal in brain damage to being on Bikini Island during an H-bomb blast. NO number 37, Richard Nixon. Tricky Dick is the one who brought us this war on drugs in the first place. The Nixon tapes are replete with Nixon's mix of irrational hatred of marijuana and non-white races and ethnicities, with quotes like, I want a goddamn strong statement on marijuana. I mean one that just tears the ass out of them. You know, it's a funny thing. Every one of the bastards that are out for legalizing marijuana is Jewish. Yes, number 35, John F. Kennedy. JFK used marijuana to deal with severe back pain. George Washington and hemp. And we know from his diaries. 4. That George Washington, America's first president, not only grew hemp, but also actively promoted its growth. Probably his most famous quote on this subject, coming from one of his letters to his farm plantation field manager. George Washington to William Pierce, February 24, 1794, in which he is quoted as follows, 5. Hemp, grow it everywhere, with the actual quotation being more like, make the most of the Indian hemp seed, and sow it everywhere, which taken into context, and today's use of the English language, will read something like, Mr. Pierce, on my farming plantation, I want you to make the most of hemp and plant it everywhere on my farmlands that haven't been previously reserved for other things. We cannot know that we cannot know anything. Their controlled reaction would be that bullshit, on their stand. FUN. UNSS Eerie Evil. My father is DODM that high, in favor of the world. Because we have just one world on which we can live. The nanobots are another invention of the chief pedo elite. Of course they think, smaller is better. Google, T4 bacteriophage self-replicating nanobot, NWO terrorist rights. We're overpopulated. Oh God, please help us. Unwinding and grinding. The kill which turned it into the kill switch. Fatality rate by suicide method in the US. Firearms, about 80%, hanging suffocation, 70%, false jumps, 30%, poisoning overdose, 5%, cutting, about 2%. I think jumping is the best method. Make sure it is high enough. Splash, gone, meant, tall, illness, Nusco Bio. 100% bio, with biological soy lecithin, not that junk they eat. When the government fear the people or the people fear the government, that is psycho, or then they are psycho, or then they are all psycho but me. Lol. Kaboom. Timer. Herp. Place the strawberry or whatever exclamation mark carefully, with synthetic telepathy. Low. Lay. D. Anonymous wrote this, I don't know who it is. not the bitch hoe. WHO. Lucifer. Yes, we care. You're devoiced. Pino underneath did it do it. Centipede in your body is called parasitism of myriapod in man, not pseudoparasitism, equals delusional parasitosis, the idea that there are centipedes in their body while in reality there are not. I'm ready for dinner. Burp. Population control, sustainable development and not eugenics equals democide. Damned if we do, damned if we dope. EMP generator creator on YouTube. Less on more on. Sorry, this brainwave is not available in your country. They're raining instead of raining. Sorry moron. Abramovitz. Barack Obama, did he really drop from the sky? He is half black, half white. What is the lineage from the white side? Turns out he's connected to Cheney and Bush. Bush is cousins with Kerry and related to Vlad the Impaler and the Queen of England. None of this is a coincidence. Incredible control. Time travel. Invisible. Possibly invincible. Beast. Opt. They are sick. I think they have WHO. See disease control. Center for Rush Control. Dizzy easing rushing easy. Why not send robots instead of people to fight Ebola? Because they can send colloidal silver, which is cheaper and more effective. Thank you, computer. MI6 MI6, whatever. So Adam and Eve's children did it together? Religion is complete bullshit written by humans. But it can be used. We know the outcome has to be a perfect society in which we all will live happily eternally. Heaven, hell, the bottomless pit, resurrection machine and reincarnation machine must be created. Everything is energy, so it must be a possibility. Is Barack Obama's mother-in-law a black witch? Yes, she is. Read it on the internet, we did. Apparently Marianne Robinson, Michelle Obama's mother, performs satanic Afro-Hispanic witchcraft rituals in the White House. Barack Obama is piping mad, because how would this affect his image? Poorly. This story and all of its quotes are true. Jane Mayer of The New Yorker is one hell of a reporter and would never make up something this incendiary. Oh, what is that? Intern Riley? It's from Town Hall, not Jane Mayer of The New Yorker? Then it's even truer. The Obama White House is abuzz with talk of witchcraft by first grandmother, 72-year-old Marianne Robinson, who lives in the White House residence. A close friend of Michelle Obama says the president is furious at his mother-in-law after learning that she was practicing Santeria, an African spirit cult, in the White House. Black witchcraft, the foundations of the Luciferian path, Luciferian witchcraft. Sarah Ann Lawless, sarahannlawless.com. Witches, trolls, whatever. If they're gonna kill us all, they're really alright. Robots may be used to fly to Ebola. Sayatoro Soros Suzoro. We've got to save each other and be heroes, before it's too late. Jonestown. It was not mass suicide, not pool aid, cyanide injections behind the left shoulder blade. CIA did. Fuck RIP. Fuck Obama. Fuck Islam. Fuck HAARP. Fuck BP. Fuck illegals. Fuck the NWO. Fuck oil. Fuck money. Fuck liberal pansies. Fuck bankers. Fuck the Federal Reserve. Fuck Monsanto. Fuck Wall Street. Fuck Goldman Sachs. Fuck rap music. Fuck Lady Gaga. Fuck Skull and Bones. Fuck the CIA. Fuck NASA. Fuck Washington, D.C. Fuck advertising. Fuck MTV. Fuck mind control. Fuck fast food. Fuck American Idol. Fuck immigration. Fuck religion. Fuck televisions. Fuck electricity. Fuck pharmaceutical drugs. Fuck the police. Fuck capitalism. Fuck communism. Fuck all the isms. Fuck the system. Fuck it all. GodikeProductions.com. It's just a move. Fuck the Pope that use a condom. Fuck a permanent cure against aging. The end justifies the mean. He's cool. Before it's too late. It's their nude, not mine. I know help. Ubuntu on a Daewoo. Obama, Kerry and Bush descendants of Vlad the Impaler. Prince Charles, heir to Dracula's bloodline, Transylvania is in my blood, he jokes in an interview first shown on satellite television last year. The genealogy shows I am descended from Vlad the Impaler, so I do have a bit of a stake in the country. http://www.telegraph.co.uk/news/ Prince-Charles/9656769/ Prince-Charles-heir-to-Draculas-blood-line.html. Vlad the Impaler. Obama is related to Dick Cheney and Bush. You can't make this. Forum.prisonplanet.com Google leaving out Vlad the Impaler of the search results completely. John Kerry is 34 generations removed from Vlad the Impaler. Bush is Kerry's 9th cousin, twice removed. Obama is Bush's 11th cousin. There's also royalty in the Bush bloodline. Princess Diana was Mr. Bush's 11th cousin, twice removed. And then there's this bombshell, Marilyn Monroe, known for wishing John F. Kennedy a happy birthday, is Mr. Bush's 9th cousin, 3 times removed. He's also related to Playboy founder Hugh Hefner, Native American Princess Pocahontas, and Vlad the Impaler. cbsnews.com/. News/ Bush-famous-family-tree. Power to the peaceful. Roman Catholic Vlad Tets impaled the Muslim Brotherhood, thus saving his country from the Ottoman Empire's Islamic headcutters. Posted by Volubeditor on October 10, 2010. The most honorable person in Romanian history, Vlad Dracula is credited with impaling 100,000 Ottoman headcutters, also known as Muslims, and probably more. Vlad Dracula vs. Ottoman Empire, The Forest of the Impaled, http://politicalbullcrap.org/2010/10/Roman-Catholic-Vlad-Teeps-Impale-the-Muslim Brotherhood-Saving-Islam-Ottoman-Empire. Founding Fathers' first war was defending America from the Muslim Brotherhood Ottoman Empire, Treaty of Tripoli. In 1462, when the invading Muslim Sultan Mehmed reached Tirgovist, he saw a terrifying scene, remembered in history as the Forest of the Impaled. There, outside the city, were 20,000 Muslim prisoners, all impaled. Infowars.com/print/secret_society/Vlatry.htm. Evil Seed, Bush and Kerry are related to Dracula, Vlad the Impaler. Geo disappearing, Geo. Engine. Hearing. Anonymous. Healing disorder. Google Wixipelig, W-I-X-E Ebola with the letter G attached. Wixipelig, yes we scan. Peace to all real anonymouses out there. Expose the Jesuit infant eaters and expose their planned population reduction to 500 million before they kill everyone, including you, by tricking you with synthetictelepathy.com. They cannot trick us because we know. Exposed and thus prevented. CIA. Catholic infant attackers, hackers. They are afraid of the torturers, not the government. Anonymous Jesuits. They want to pretend all Americans are suspected terrorists, even enemy combatants during emergencies, according to the BFSA, and quote, nuke the zombie hordes, unquote, according to the Pentagon's Plan 8888 of CNN. That's why the Ebola vaccine has to be rabies-based to turn people into zombies, and because rabies has a kill rate of about 100% once injected. The companies whose vaccines are to be injected at gunpoint have been made illegally immune. That their new Ebola virus has sticky mRNA proves beyond any reasonable doubt it was created in a lab. Catch and if necessary kill these insane loonies that want to kill 93% of the world's global population, Rockefeller and other Jesuit infant-eating pedo-controlled people, before they get the chance to kill us all. Then I want Iran deadline. They did it with HERP. Without HERP it would have been impossible. The WTC fly-by-wire planes were remotely controlled with wireless energy. YNME changed into an army. Kill switches. Pope Francis, Reese. Fuck up the pedo elite, only the ones that ate, tortured and killed children. Global elite pedophile network set up the False Memory Syndrome Foundation, by Alan Watt Parrott, 2 years ago, 974 views. I was raped by my daddy. No girl, you have a very bad false memory. It's okay. We must have sex law. It's in the Bibles. Ebola laws attack Chimera virus, sticky mRNA, antibody-dependent killer virus will save you all. To get that filth footage, Syndromisk. DPP though. Director of Public Prosecutions though ... You're in denial. I okay it. Pipedo information exchanged. VOD hands. False memory syndromes. http://ulrichkaufman.wix.com/ Ebola. Take colloidal silver and get storable food. Spread colloidal silver flyers to prevent being injected with slow kill lobotomizing zombifying vaccines at gunpoint and being nuked. See Plan 8888 of the Pentagon, quote, to nuke the zombie hordes. The Ebola, quote, vaccine, unquote, is rabies-based because rabies has a kill rate of about 100% once injected. The Ebola Lassa Chimera virus with sticky mRNA interlocks with other viruses and is the most virulent released strain. It is airborne. The mainstream media are used to spread the lies that it's not airborne and that colloidal silver is snake oil. The Rockefellers have more gallons. Must-see. Sticking mRNA symbolizes Ebola strange. Ebola trains. Doog. Trust no one equals divide to defeat. Nothing is what it seems equals problem reaction solution. Pedo now. The beard. The new torture world order is already there. Because we are all new world order, I know it exists and it's global. We're harvesting. The sticky goo vaccine needle. And gunpoint. Oh hot. We're all the semen. I started out as a fucking fish. Make the WHO CDC? The blow of guys then. Storm in the USA hey. Storm in the USA hey. War. What if it's good? Form. Hey little daddy, is your mommy home? Or did the goat leave you all alone? Alright. I waterbed desired. Ho I am fired. The Jesuits are a turd on memory lane. With funky. And there are many. The balls of the aliens were found. Herp fraud. Herp hoax. Herp scam. Natural gas controlled. Ooh my goo. Doo goo. Who goo voodoo medicine man? They want to know who did it. Or not. Who equals goo? How opt? I cannot see eugenics. I'll get you on. I'm your worst nightmare. Legal drugs. Still where you met. MIT. No, I'm no TME award. Whatever will be will not be. Power word offering. Watch the with herb change. Think outside the box opening. B.O.B. St. Maria and the White House. This is not my brainwave. It's yours if you're NSA. Only in the brain. Level. Sex pandemic. I bet they erased that Van Allen belt idea. Guillotiners. Guillotines array. FEMA. Bill Lynch your way. Gen X. The gorilla court mine. I go to cell phone. Probably no one will hear this rec or ding. They're runny. Camtrolla. Aspirin my ass. The soldier was infected while working as a peacekeeper battling the deadly disease in Liberia. Impossible. Lol. 1918 whatever. 322. 321. 911. 91011. Jihad. Get on. Bona amber seal is a non-yellowing, polytone waterborne sanding sealer that provides an oil-based look to hardwood floors. An Amber Alert or a Child Abduction Emergency, SAME code, CAE, is a child abduction alert system. It originated in the United States in 1996. Remember learned. If it's almighty, it does not need us to die to be able to judge us, and it could create a perfect society in which we all would live happily eternally instantly. I'm already knowing. Poverty. W in Hebrew is the letter Wav, the sixth letter, so WWW equals 666. Gu. Simplified Chinese. Traditional Chinese. Pinyin. Gu. Wei Giles. Ku. Or Jinkan Simplified Chinese. Traditional Chinese. Pinyin. Jinkan. Wei Giles. Chinsian. Lit. Gold silkworm is a venom-based poison associated with cultures of South China, particularly Nanyu. The traditional preparation of gu poison involved sealing several venomous creatures, for example, centipede, snake, scorpion, inside a closed container, where they devoured one another and allegedly concentrated their toxins into a single survivor. Gu was used in black magic practices such as manipulating sexual partners, creating malignant diseases, and causing death. According to Chinese folklore, a gu spirit could transform into various animals, typically a worm, caterpillar, snake, frog, dog, or pig. Cull. The Culhactor. British dictionary definitions for cull expand. Cull/K. LF/verb. Transitive. 1 to choose or gather the best or required examples. 2 to take out an animal, least an inferior one, from a herd. 3 to reduce the size of a herd or flock by killing a proportion of its members. Gu. Cull. Tax exempt. Archetype. Chemtrails. Culling the useless eater population. Culling the human population to 1 billion or less for. I support human culling and depopulation. Facebook. We never went. Ooh, the moon. So it's just my predictive programming, I guess. It's not desensitization. Fuck. Every nation. Vime. Yo. Clinic. Lawns. There are lawns. So Sodom is so smart. Sex hack. Culling Facebook. I support human culling and depopulation on Facebook. Russian President Vladimir Putin says to exterminate Islamic radicals like cockroaches, October 3, 2013. While a politically correct America, arguably the soft underbelly of Western culture, continues to say that Islam is a religion of peace, badass Russian President Vladimir Putin spells it out in saying, "I would love to gas the Chechens out, 1.2 million of them. They are like cockroaches, murderous Muslim cockroaches, and if the Chechens had done to Americans what they have done to Russians, maybe the US public would want to join with us. Oh wait, they have. The Boston bombers, those Tsarnaev brothers, were Chechens. You took them in against our advice. You put them on welfare for a decade, ignored our intelligence warnings, and then they terror bomb you. The Chechens deserve to be fumigated. As an aside, what's wrong with your media? They seem like useful idiots, to borrow Lenin's phrase for the terrorists. That Rolling Stone cover, really? That would never happen in Russia. When Maltese-controlled Vladimir Putin comes out with terms like the court that makes the king, this is who he's referring to. Craig Oxley, I support human culling and depopulation, shared their photo, August 20th. Join us and die, me doing a victim. The cause is herb in reality. Yeah, Chubby Bunny, challenged, Harvest Tate. It had it again, I bet. Tracking the bunghole. Even the frog splits. The nude-eyed Junes. We apologize for the deal. 8 is evening. They can reprogram our brain like the hard disk of a computer. We are all brain mapped. Everybody has their own program. So they will be able to reprogram our whole brain so we can become another person. Have all the memories and all skills of that person, or partially if they do not have that ability already. SyntheticTelepathy.com. I do not accept most ideas I get as my own ideas. /apply h /sources /install win1v /imagexx /apply h /sources /install win1r /q /file history /anonymous /q /data /c /users /public /music /metafiles /botkunsterfuge.com December 22nd, 14017 and 5 seconds. Ambulance Utrecht A1 Oosterlandweg X3641 PWX Madrid. The file has been moved. Depopulate. I ripped doubt my braces. Who equals goo? CDC equals crisis disaster creators. I can see clearly now because I smoked it. Gee, Mo got them. We want anonymous. Pay low, pay naughty. Make learn ek ben hati. Anonymous wishes you all awesome holidays and an even better new year. I wish everyone that did not torture me an eternal new year, a year in which we find a permanent cure against aging and thus become eternal. Slissing Jersey. The all-seeing light. We're all-knowing. We're hop and a snake true. I can't know. Freemasons round up, explode and thus preventive. You jerk off their head if you knew. We have to pay for their sins. Really know your sweet thing. They cannot know because they're brain controlled, okay? The psychopametrol will kill you all for his Jesuit infant eating masters. On. Illusion. Oh, on me. Success. I think they did it on purpose. So that's the idea they send it. Checkmate. Check bitch. Whatever. Hackmate. Hack bits. Clever. For all you hippies, do nothing rush true. So bar, Iabarma 25b, from all people that are not hippies, it is okay to drink their blood, but from all among us who are it is not. Yes you leads. Things always get worse. Fleur-de-lis, fleur-de-lit, welcome on the universal peace timeline. You made it, keep it steady. Practice makes per, unknowing, Radarpa, Poca local, rabies zombies I don't care, libertizing, Ebola winning, and they have weed new dear. CDCs, I get it. You gotta give them what they wanna. Ebola, what Ebola has taught us. Chicago Tribune 27/12/2014 shares. World Health Organization officials said Tuesday that the deadly Ebola virus could lead to 5,000 to 10,000 new cases a week in West Africa by my Ebola winning. God, I give it up. We are all for a new world order. And you're not. Go figure. Opposites, don't detract them. And a happier year. Champagne campaign. Race on if me. Close, but cigar. If they are able to suppress all thought, people have no free will because brain control with synthetic telepathy is real. What should I do? Papa law. Affordable. To my knees. Moni. Air.
Connection refused. Nazi eugenics Israel.
What Ebola has taught us. Chicago Tribune Deck 26, 2014.
So the things read out by the speech engine can also be ideas that they send or ideas other people have that I wrote down basically. So they're not necessarily my own ideas, I always keep it clear. Sometimes they're jokes, etc. So sometimes it's basically me pretending to be an NWO terrorist depopulating the earth.
Share. World Health Organization officials said Tuesday that the deadly Ebola virus could lead to 5,000 to 10,000 new cases in West Africa. Ebola death toll rises to 7588 globally, WHO says, CBC Codec 26, 2014. Ebola crisis likely to last a year, says expert, BBC News Deck 25, 2014. Ebola rages on in Sierra Leone with over 1,000 new cases, Time Deck 10, 2014. In the last 21 days, Sierra Leone has reported 1,390 new cases of Ebola virus infections, the World Health Organization, WHO, reports. WHO researchers partner to develop case studies to better News Medical Net Deck 11, 2014. With synthetic telepathy, brain control, the pedo Jesuits and Rockefellers are able to fuck up everything we do. Let us make type errors, ruin music we play, let us misplace things, etc. The beast computer is able to control muscle movement and is able to let us drop items so they roll away and are unfeedable. By controlling muscle movement, it can let people make hair accidents, let surgeons kill a patient, and let people push a wrong button. Also, a person's balance can be disturbed to the point the person faints and falls off the stairs. The quantum computer is very good at hiding things by controlling our brain waves, our EEG. It is able to let us do something and distract us when we put an item somewhere, and it can let people place items in a way that they cannot be found back. For example, by letting people place the item of a certain color on a floor or table that has the same color. The UN spokesperson doesn't even seem to know that Agenda 21 is not a treaty, but is an agreement. Further information obtained from the UN indicated that no one actually signed it, and the agreement was made via consensus. So Agenda 21 is an agreement, not even a treaty. We can all wonder about the legal validity of such a document. POV-OMG MILF abbreviations meaning, POV, point of view, OMG, oh my gosh or oh my god or oh my goodness. For the older crowd, NWO, no way out, MILF, an attractive older woman. Acronym for Mom I'd Like to Fuck or Mother I'd Like to Fuck, popularized by the movie American Pie. Something never seen before is coming to America, Global Pandemic, by Jason. 4 months ago 1,233,448 views BFSA. How would a global pandemic really happen? By Journeyman Pictures. 2 months ago 55,857 views Sticky and DNA. Ebola Pandemic, an extraordinary crisis to bring in a new world order. By Elite NWO Agenda. 4 months ago 41,026 views Active Measures aka Ideological Subversion Phase 4. Normalization is when the tanks roll in. To get rid of all countries of the world, introduce a new currency Amaro, depopulate to 500 million and create Luciferian pedo run torture world order. Only people that take the Luciferian oath, Masons, can enter. Stick you with me. They have cut it. Local law enforcement. On I'm off. So if they are Freemasons they are killed. See Extreme Jesuit oath. Medical errors and subscription drugs are both in the top 10 of leading causes of death, though some people leave them out of their top 10. Why? On off. Pedohebiphilia, nepiophilia and infantophilia, sexual preference for toddlers and infants, ages 0 to 3. Pedophilia is a psychological disorder in which an adult or older adolescent experiences a sexual preference for prepubescent children, age 11 or younger. Adolescent philia, hepiphilia and ephebophilia are sexual preference for pubescent and post-pubescent youth, respectively. Hepiphilia 11 to 14, ephebophilia age 15 to 19. Adultophilia, teleophilia, from Greek teleos, full-grown is erotic or sexual interest in adults. Teleophilia is not restricted by the teleophile's age. Citation needed. Teleophilia was also called adultophilia, age 18 to 80. Gerontophilia and griephilia describe erotic or sexual preference for the elderly, age 80 and up. pedophilia, nepiophilia ages 0 to 3, pedophilia age 11 or younger, adolescent philia, hepiphilia 11 to 14, ephebophilia 15 to 19, adultophilia, teleophilia age 18 to 80, gerontophilia and graophilia age 80 and up, nepipophilia at, nepedophilia, ne equals a. With pedophiles, people usually mean the Jesuit infant eaters that paid more in pedo court cases than anyone else despite their control of the Supreme Court and directed energy weapon torture to prevent people from pressing charges. Of course, the infant-eating popes were never caught, and Kevin Annett is controlled opposition erected to prevent the real Jesuit infant eaters from going to jail. I'm gooder than you. Happy New Year, everyone. Masculism movement to balance feminism. Not anarchy, autarky. Ebola in the UK, risk of catching virus remains very low. Say Health, The Independent 8 hours ago, so the risk is real. City Knife, scientists working on Ebola cure support the culling. Depopulation, scientists working on Ebola cure supports the culling. Depopulation by virus 0001, YouTube. I support killing 7 billion people with a sticky mRNA Ebola loss attack Chimera virus. If it's not illegal. Twitter bans woman against feminism founder for saying Christmas is not oppressive to women, account erased for quoting radical feminists' own words. But the I support human culling and depopulation Facebook page is allowed. Any state that dares impose laws taxing citizens who wish to remain childless must be obliterated from the face of the earth altogether. New Iran nuclear talks deadlines, March 1st, July 1st, 2015, www.cnn.com. The Jews control the Jesuit. HIV-positive student videotaped himself having sex with 31 people. Our World News. 11 months ago, 93,961 views. Overpopulated BBC documentary. Clone a clown. That wrong. Amber dirt. Across Bioland. Sticky in the brain. January 1st, 2015, 12:20 and 58 seconds. I support killing everyone and torture. I support human culling and depopulation. Community 322 likes. Treads humanism. The scientists working on Ebola cure. Pay Dodd. Online away. A hooker. Ebola maker. Culling aimed depopulation. Better than the evils do it. Marijuana sucks. It's a mystery to me. Chrome adrenochrome is taken from the tip of the skull. The Satanists that made Google are tax exempt like the pedo elite. I'm a pedo homo necro cannibal. You too. I'm trying to help you. All fall down. And then they buy it. Jewissing help. The first Jesuits were crypto Jews such as Ignatius Loyola. Two dates conveniently omitted were September 11, 1537, the day of infamy when the Jesuits performed their first human sacrifice and cannibalistic Romish Mass, and July 31st, 1556, the day Loyola turned black and died while on his deathbed. 904 to 911 of moral indecency and depravity. 904 to 911, that Pontifex Maximus III did openly and regularly practice Satanism, including sexual orgies, drug-fueled ritual murders of children and upon the altar of St. Peter's, consistent with the ancient rites of his forefathers and original Jewish Sadducee founders of Christianity. Furthermore, the Pope Sergius III did strip the convents of nuns from any pretense of holiness and returned them to being prostitutes for the male clergy, as had been their original purpose for the Church 500 years earlier. http://1-evil.org/ people_10c_Sergius_III.htm. Pay no. Want on. Almo. The Beast supercomputer is a partially us, so watch out. Our brainwave is electromagnetic. Recording online. Watch ing. Ebola cases reach over 20,000. Time Deck 29, 2014. Share. T-Rene. Yes, you wait. Iran confirms secret nuclear code site. Images lead experts to warn Tehran may have bombed sooner than expected. I support killing 7 billion people with a sticky mRNA Ebola loss attack Chimera virus. I'm a pedo homo necro cannibal. You too. I'm trying to help you. The end justifies their means. Terminate dirt. We are all murdered with hurt by the Rockefellers, Jesuits and Freemasons. They will soon have killed 7 billion people. The Georgia Guidestones and Nazi eugenics democide are real. Your government is terroristic. They control the Supreme Court, so it's kill or be killed. Your cell phone controlled. Lol. CNN though. They do it. Jesuit. In the air. Differing. Obama with respirator. Who would have thought that I would have made it just fart? Only the fittest of the fittest shall surf. I know we all lied. Victory or Hillary? It takes one to know one. BB Food Challenge. Stereophonic pedocracy. Saltines are salty too. Why I comfort you. We don't need .com websites. We don't need corporations. We don't need centralization. We will get fucking high. Because it has sticky and DNA. The Ebola virus now circulating is a lot more virulent and contagious than the AIDS virus designed it for. Detrick spelled with a D from dark. So the main population reduction methods in violation of the Genocide Convention to look out for are 1. Chemtrails, main ingredients cancer-causing barium, aluminium, to form an illegal monopoly with Monsanto's aluminium-resistant seed, altered blood plasma and the sterilizing toxic agent ethylene dibromide. Get air cleaner with ionizer and cloudbusters. 2. Tap water, get a good water filter, for example proper from the InfoWars store. 3. GMO, food as a weapon. Avoid soy, cotton and canola if not bioorganic eco. Do not eat animal products of stock that has been fed sterilizing soy and corn of Monsanto. Buy eco-organic bio. 4. Killer vaccines, Gardasil girl death. Children injected with active poliovirus, deadly ingredients thimerosal, mercury, squalene and cytokine storm-producing toxic agents that may also cause insomnia. Take colloidal silver to kill these nasty new killer designer viruses. At the rate Ebola is spreading now, there would be about 20,000 Ebola deaths in 2016. Ebola may be spreading in the US, Europe and even China and India. Most people would be misdiagnosed because Ebola is extremely uncommon in these countries and people would be given some ineffective antibiotics like Eric Duncan and sent home. The beast quantum computers know everything we think. There is no way to hide any thoughts. The infant-eating impalers will depopulate to 500 million, but they do not need a world war nor an Ebola pandemic to kill 7 billion people. They do it with herb. They burn my eyes every morning to make my eyes puffy. They have hurt me throughout my body every morning with a beam I can clearly feel on my hand for at least a couple of months now. The infant-eating, impaling, child-raping Jesuits have tortured me every day for about 20 years now with their cancer herb in Alaska. Make no mistake, they will kill 7 billion of us to depopulate to 500 million. You do not need the Challenger and Concorde. Mere. Killed all Jesuits did it. I know I'm alright. Who's that Popito? You know it. Yes, you. It. Oppress. Sith. The People's Tempo. CIA. Catholic infant abusers. Oppress. See off. I okay it. Sprayed crowd said flare. You can nuke homelessism as well as you hear. They erase your memory selectively if you have a good idea. On off when iron high. Ebola becomes airborne at 7 degrees Celsius according to InfoWars, so it is vital to keep infected people out of countries where temperatures drop below 20 degrees Celsius to prevent Ebola from becoming airborne. Of course it is already in reality. The Ebola Lozatec Chimera virus is real. Pentagon. The Jesuits are slow killing you all with herb, which I know because they have already poisoned you all. Not with Ebola or a world war over Iran. They want to preserve the infrastructure and murder 7 billion people, of course. The Georgia Guidestones are real as well as the infant eaters that will kill you. The Pickles Temple. If it wouldn't work, it's work. I stopped my master, baiting, Tim E.T., train of thought or not, the gun, powder, pluff, Iran juice, and AP beanie. That's why they gave us Terminator genes. Go sitting, dong, Key Kong, go, ghetto hey bo Philly, power to the peace both, code Wyatt, Ben in S, G, M-O's S, be wise as serpents, sexual stimulation is the key to a more peaceful nation. Yes, we can hail Satan, tolerate power. There is a silent genocide going on, a genocide going on, a democide, and do you want to be quiet about it? Keep your head down and hope you survive, or should you scream and yell so that everyone can hear you before they put a bullet in your brain? I mean, what's the right choice? You know, Timothy Trespass. They cannot be it. The beast computer is not you and me. It only controls what they think and do. They cannot do what the beast can. If you are not breathing but are capable of understanding what I say, you must be a neural network. Strong intelligence. Time. Deny DNA. Concordia Res Parvi Crescent Unity makes strength. We have a guest person in the house. in the house. All people without a Tesla plasma shield are going to die. Herb torture synthetic telepathy scalar, you're no demon knower. BOV, BB Beam. The Ho-Op, use cream and gel. Searle's strong AI hypothesis states that the appropriately programmed computer with the right inputs and outputs would thereby have a mind in exactly the same sense human beings have minds, malevolent and friendly AI. There are many forms and applications of AI. Many are in mainstream use today. These are mainly considered weak AI in that they are only applications of AI techniques, not computers that are taking over the world. Strong AI is the quest for artificial intelligence that matches or exceeds human intelligence. The basic idea is when we have achieved strong AI, computers will take over the world in one form or another. Perhaps we will make great pets. Artificial General Intelligence, AGI, has the same meaning. You are the enemy army. Jesuits are always the ones to tell you who your enemies are, but they're never the ones to fight and to die. So they are stupid air. The brain is not magic. The thinking, recognition, planning and other high-level actions are done by neocortex, the gray matter. The white matter are just cables connecting the neurons. The neocortex structure is uniform, different regions are specialized only because of the wiring to the sensors. There could be single algorithm applied all over the brain. Synthetic telepathy and so-called supercomputers mark the beast, and quantum computers sold by Lockheed Martin are already used to control the human brain, to totally remotely control humans like puppets, robots or zombies. They are controlled by it until they switch it off because their brainwave is electromagnetic and therefore controllable to a great extent if not totally. Mind off air matter, wrong intelligence. You only like my mind power. Males jerk their cock, females finger fuck, probe blow, reaction, solution. We need more synthetic telepathy controlled shooting bloodbaths to promote our illegal gun ban in Europe. Ebola is spreading as planned and soon we will have depopulated to 500 million and we will rule the world from Jerusalem. They can't do anything because we have the death ray. We will tyrannize and torture them until they die a slow and painful death. Slow kill is ideal. Yes we can. The gone bam, said Sheriff Caution. If there are centipedes in my body then they can also be in the AMC hospital and in the UMC hospital where I caught one of which I put a picture online. I stayed a long time in these hospitals for evaluation and tests. These leptobius forficatus centipedes enter the alimentary canal at night when people sleep and put their eggs in their hens. It is also possible the one I caught is from their garden. It is possible the one I caught in the UMC hospital was the only centipede in my body because no centipedes showed up on the colonoscopy, bronchoscopy, CT scan and PET scan. According to the doctors I am now centipede-free. Hurrah! Let's party! I think Nazi eugenics is not real. Most used passwords, God secret love sex, grey goo, good for you. The idea is psychic insects again. We are equaler. CIA Operation 40 and JFK, RFK, John Lennon assassinations, Vancouver, British Columbia, in a wide-ranging exopolitics interview on the eve of the 50th anniversary of the assassination of President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963, author Rolé Damigard discloses how CIA Operation 40, originally implemented in 1960 by Vice President Richard M. Nixon, became a deadly CIA assassination squad that was used by elites to carry out a swath of destabilizing assassinations and false flag operations worldwide, including the assassinations of JFK, Robert F. Kennedy, John Lennon, with roles in Watergate and 9/11. Yes, we man can. An M-gun could be more effective than a normal one. Pri Fatty, can. On the collar all denied. We have to ask, who benefits? WHO. Juice controls it all, the more juice the bad air. When the people courage the government, there is love. Matter of their mind. Direction of applied frequency method effect. Third dimension electric and magnetic fields cross to produce a rotating gravity field coupled to light invisibility. Fourth dimension XYZ coil creates fourth dimensional field coupled to target objects teleportation. Fifth dimension solitonic gravity field modulates magnetic flux to channel ether around target object anti-gravity. Sixth dimension Caduceus coil produces scalar field time travel. Dear gun. Collective parenting. Self is fles backwards, bottle in Dutch, time is a myth, just another Indo brick wall. Lasting minute tripping, expose Fs, stay fuckast. I think we have reached an extremely low level. Bad boys, what you're gone I knew who. What you're gone I knew when they comfort you. Grey Google, Pepsi Fetal, Red Lime District, Rats Light District, Fisting King, Top Secret. It's going to go on. Report, air, no one knows. Rockefeller Foundation's futurist paper details the Ebola plot, economic, gross, Ebola Rockefeller. Take care of Mr. Rockefeller and the Jesuit infant eaters before they kill you all. They steal your brainwave with synthetictelepathy.com. They steal your thoughts and the quantum computers know what you are gonna say before you actually say it. Anyone that sends the illegal voice to skull messages into your brain but may's your enemy. Boy be a white or thorp. Hard to believe they are all killed by Rockefeller with herp, airborne Ebola, home quarantines and Nazi eugenics, poisoned tap water, poisoned chemtrails, slow killer vaccines and GMO food as a weapon which has contaminated our biosphere beyond repair. See Seed Bank in Norway. True nonetheless. It's because they are brain-controlled with synthetic telepathy they will deny it even if you show them the irrefutable evidence. Georgia Guidestones anonymously donated by Mr. Rockefeller under the pseudonym Robert Christian, BFSA labeling all U.S. citizens as enemy combatants during emergencies. FEMA camps and supercomputers mark the beasts scattered around the globe that control what they think and their emotions until they die. For Mr. Rockefeller, the people that have to help with the roundup are killed after they have helped with the democide to leave no trace of evidence. You're gonna die stitch mouth. We're all hurt that way. I think 2015 will be all about Ebola because none without a Tesla plasma shield would survive a third world war and the Ebola Lozatec Chimera virus is still spreading. Equals anonymous equals a few seconds ago. Prescription drugs leading killer in the USA. Medical errors, a leading cause of death. Prescription drugs, leading killer in USA. http://universalpeace.adablogs.org. http://ulrichkaufman.wix.com. No, on, knows, expect us. Flowing and growing, genocidal directed energy weapon torture terrorists. Slow. Feds Fisher, bail-in coming for your cash. So, with drugs it's like, you go up, you go down, town. Now I'm Tintin. Don't know what it means enough it. Yes we camp. Then I hate this is not terror, Superman way, Ebola. Yes we can, Indo-Wid ban. You have no right to invade our privacy with synthetic telepathy. You have no right to depopulate the earth in violation of the Genocide Convention. Your insane preemptive nuclear doctrine is in violation of the Genocide Convention. I hate you torturers, your nukes, infant-eating Jesuit cannibal trolls die now. Rockefeller will kill you all with his cancer herp, Nazi eugenics program and Georgia Guidestones. After you help depopulating yourselves, the human race, brain-controlled idiots. Torture terror tyranny really. They just want to silence us. Oh. Why didn't you say so? I hope you die foul disgusting tortures. Reverse psychology. They are using her. It. If they heard you then you talked aloud. In your head. Not on my water bed. Alphas and self. Host cuisine. Saying what they wanna hear might also help. Who knows? Ha. The insomnia vaccine. Finally. Fuck tyranny. All aboard the night train. The nice train. Whatever. Dirty is clean, right is left. It's so simple. LOL. GMO. They are fucked up with food. Perhaps we should all send Margaret Chan a Twinkie. David IQ. Fast food challenged. Fat feet challenger. I bought it on eBay. So now I am a real whistleblower. Host cuisine. Life is fair sometimes. Targeted individuals. Impound the underground. Make anti-calling and depopulation Facebook page. You're a bullet in a wallet, a mystical machine god. Sue is hype. Charlie Adbo ad hack. Do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. Do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. They are all controlled by Satanists of the NSA with directed energy weapons. The police, the politicians, the judges and the lawyers, everyone. Not fucking. Chimera camera. Harpa. We are so evil we have to exterminate ourselves. LOL. Rockefeller. Beast number 9 but you can kill me anonymous. CIA hackers for the kill switch. Not the real anonymous. Report to Portway. Telescope. Pixite. Twinkie Dinky. Indo-Weed. You see your highs. They heard me can also mean they were hearing me. ING far bend. Yes and no or not. 1823 January 17, 2015 restarted computer after blackout, possible kill switch testing. I hope they kill the terrorist that tortured my mother to death with earth, whoever it is. AI, whatever. Pacifists are terrorists. Dutchwichen. Hang Obama the fell troll because he is guilty of treason and proper punishment equals justice. They are all Jesuit controlled anyway, so Biden would do the same thing. Two wrongs do not make a right. Obama is not the president and Michelle Obama is a man. Even if Obama would be the real president, which he is not because of his fake birth certificate, he is guilty of treason. 1. Illegal laws such as the BFSA labeling all U.S. citizens as enemy combatants during emergencies such as an Ebola bomb attack of the CIA's ISIS. 2. Granting legal immunity to genocidal companies instead of bona fide pharmaceutical companies. 3. War crimes also covered a bit by Amnesty International. Google Obama's treason. A fake impeachment is usually started by the Jesuit infant-eating pedophiles that have tortured my mother to death with HAARP. Barry Soetoro Davis Obama is guilty of treason because 1. He passed illegal laws, which we know because a president is not allowed to circumvent congressional laws but signing statements, which he did in the case of the NDAA. Obama also passed other illegal laws. The BFSA labeling all U.S. citizens as enemy combatants and only giving the shadow government blue transponder protection. The kill switch, switching off all cancer cell phone antennas to disrupt communication just when you need it the most to produce mass genocide. The kill list is alright though. The NDAA, European version EAW, European arrest warrant, is illegal because it is in violation of the UDHR and international laws and constitutions to allow indefinite detention without any reason or a fair trial, and it is illegal to torture anyone, especially without a fair trial. 2. Granting legal immunity to a company that shipped out deadly products 3 times, Baxter, heparin, factor 8 and a slow-kill brain-eating vaccine with life instead of deactivated viruses, and granting legal immunity to a company that has produced DDT, Agent Orange and aluminum-resistant C to create an illegal GMO food as a weapon, monopoly in combination with the illegal chemtrails, CIA's Evergreen Air, to make farmers that do not use aluminum-resistant seed go out of business. The chemtrails, mainly cancer-causing barium and nano, pronounced nano, bots, are there to form internal computers to eventually take over the brains of the 500 million people that are left to remotely control them as slaves. See illegal Georgia Guidestones. 3. War crimes. People nominated for the Nazi Nobel Prize are all controlled opposition used and nominated by the Jesuit-controlled Nazi Nobel Committee. C. Amnesty International accuses Obama of war crimes. These 3 crimes, which make Barry Soetoro Davis Obama guilty of war crimes, are just a tip of the iceberg. First day in office, Obama signed an executive order blocking the release of his long-form birth certificate. So he is not really the president. And if he is guilty of war crimes, and Obama deserves to be hanged after a fair trial. Obama signs executive order barring release of his birth certificate July 19, 2009, Executive Order 13,489. I think all forms of torture are illegal and I cannot think of any reason to allow it. Tortures are terrorist, and of course they are continuing the Mengele programs, which is called Nazi Project Paperclip. I cannot see it. In my behind. BO will kill you all, okay? Earhead pig. Then I don't like your mistake. You can pretend you didn't do it then. It is an entity, yes, the ETT in Dutch. Peter Bilderberg and Skull and Bones are real. This is torture, tyranny, terror. I will choke the infant did it. Dr. Death, Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia, so perhaps it's precognitive then. I think there will be an Ebola flight. Bring the change and okay then. A smart meter on your head. The mind has no farewell. BFSA 10. My Talon robots and Predator drones will shoot you from 2 miles away. GMOSIS. GMOSIS. Join the I Am Anti-Human Culling and Depopulation community on Facebook. Facebook.com/pages/I-am-anti-human-culling-and-depopulation. Please like me and spread the info to prevent being depopulated yourself. I would like to start up with the fact that depopulation, genocide and democide are in violation of the Genocide Convention and a gross violation of standards of common decency. Killing 1 person is illegal already, let alone killing 7 billion people, which the Georgia Guidestones of Mr. Rockefeller donated under the pseudonym of Robert Christian suggest, and Nazi eugenics is illegal as well. The taxpayers have paid tax money to be protected and served by their government, not tortured and exterminated like vermin with hybrid insects, chemtrails, Google CIA's evergreen air, GMOs, food as a weapon, illegal laws, BFSA, NDAA European version EAW, poison tap water, self-lobotomizing replicating, lipid, nanotechnology, scalar weapons, wars, false flags, the airborne Ebola loss attack mirror chimera virus and zombifying lobotomizing killer vaccines and other slow and soft kill methods, we exposed and thus prevented. Create a perfect society in which we all will live eternally, which is really possible because everything is energy. Google active measures. Phase 1 demoralization. Phase 2 destabilization. Phase 3 crisis. Phase 4 normalization is when the tanks roll in. Military state, not a police state. Obama, real name Barry Sayatoro Davis, is guilty of treason and Obama is not the president. Jesuit infant eaters control the Supreme Court and the cancer HAARP, Tesla's death ray. Expose them and unite. Also expose controlled opposition. Kill people that advocate depopulating the earth in violation of the Genocide Convention if they have killed or tortured more than one person to death. Not to redeem a murderer from the death penalty for money, and Abraham stood up and slew the Egyptian. One who knows of evidence must testify. According to some believers, you may break any commandment to save a human life except for the 3 cardinal sins. The insane preemptive nuclear doctrine is in violation of the Genocide Convention. Herb and synthetic telepathy violate your rights to physical integrity and privacy. They have poisoned you and your family and our planet beyond repair. They must pay. Justice must be done before these loonies kill us all. Pedo Bear Cog Leo, Pedo Bear, Cock Leo, Culling Cart, Sesh, Hertz. World's first GM babies born. Daily Mail published May 5, 2001. Report. Richest 1% own more than rest by 2016. AFP share of global wealth keeps increasing. 22 comments. Alcohol deaths. I do not advocate drinking alcohol. Deaths are real. The healing herb is best and most healing. Use the consciousness expanding cannabis, marijuana, responsibly. Do not use things that narrow down your consciousness such as alcohol, tobacco. Oldest people in the world were smokers like Miss Calmond, and caffeine, which narrows down your consciousness, which the brain controllers of the NSA want you to do to kill you. They have illegally refused me my right to press charges of directed energy weapon torture and incitement to commit genocide against the people that advocate using airborne Ebola to kill 80 to 90% of the world's global population. This method is used to control and give an overview of the most important data. Deaths to the New World Orders. They are able to use your camera even when switched off and purpose time travel capability. Fuck tyranny, fuck Rockefeller, fuck depopulators, fuck the infant-eating trolls. Not to convict anyone without a fair trial, which is impossible if the Jesuit infant eaters control the Supreme Court and the judges are tortured with directed energy with herb. Georgia Kid Stones. Current news. Barack Obama's Kenyan birth certificate. This is part of what Obama has spent almost $2 million to hide. You decide. I asked a British history buff I know if he could find out who the colonial registrar was for Mombasa in 1961. He called me up a few minutes ago and said Sir Edward F. Lavender. Source. S. Kenya Dominion Record 4667 Australian Library. Posted by Alan Peters at 11:56 p.m. Testimony from a Mombasa science teacher and the Mombasa registrar births that Obama's birth certificate from Mombasa is genuine. A copy of President Obama's birth certificate that Lucas Smith obtained through the help of a Kenyan colonel who got it recently directly from the Coast General Hospital in Mombasa, Kenya. See this Alan Keyes video, http://www.youtube.com/ Watch V equals Mudco OJC, http://www.youtube.com/ Watch V equal GXCC1MJZWYG. Tom Fife in the American Free Press was in Moscow in 1992, where a member of the Russian Academy of Sciences stated they had trained Barack Obama as a communist and atheist, and he will make easier the triumph of communism over the USA. The article is at the bottom of this homepage regarding the birth of Barack Hussein Obama II in Mombasa, Kenya. Grandmother of President Barack Hussein Obama, JR reveals below the story of his birth in Mombasa, Kenya, a seaport, after his mother suffered labor pains while swimming at Ocean Beach in Mombasa. On August 4, 1961, Obama's mother, father and grandmother were attending a Muslim festival in Mombasa, Kenya. Mother had been refused entry to airplanes due to her 9-month pregnancy. It was a hot August day at the festival, so the Obamas went to the beach to cool off. While swimming in the ocean, his mother experienced labor pains, so was rushed to the Coast Provincial General Hospital, Mombasa, Kenya, where Obama was born a few hours later at 7:21 p.m. on August 4, 1961. 4 days later, his mother flew to Hawaii and registered his birth in Honolulu with a certificate of live birth which omitted the place and hospital of birth. The local imam in Mombasa named Barack with his middle name Hussein, so his official name on his certificate of live birth below is Barack Hussein Obama. 2. President Obama's certificate of live birth, forged by one of his workers named John. Barack Hussein Obama is the first U.S. president born in Africa at the Coast Provincial Hospital, Mombasa, Kenya. The Hawaii certificate of live birth below is a forgery and of no value. In USA, all births are registered by hospitals and not by mothers. No hospital of birth is listed, nor is this a birth certificate. A video showing how an Obama staffer forged above green certificate of live birth. http://www.youtube.com/ Watch $v=9 The Washington State case also alleges Wayne Madsen, journalist with Online Journal, as a contributing writer, and published an article on June 9, 2008, stating that a research team went to Mombasa, Kenya, and located a certificate registering the birth of Barack Obama, Jr. at Coast General Maternity Hospital, to his father, a Kenyan citizen, and his mother, a U.S. citizen. Video of grandmother stating she was present at Obama's birth in Mombasa, Kenya. http://www.youtube.com/ Watch $4FQ_VRWGRNW&EL http://blog.therapintegrity.us/ 2008/ 11/ 01/ Barack-Nate-Dalomni.aspx?ref=RSS. Letter from Kitao in Mombasa, Kenya. I happen to be Kenyan. I was born 1 month before Obama at Mombasa Medical Center. I am a teacher here at the Shah Primary School in Kenya. I compared my birth certificate to the one that has been put on by Tate's, and mine is exactly the same. I even have the same registrar and format. The type is identical. I am by nature a skeptical person. I teach science here and challenge most things that cannot be proven. So I went to an official registrar today and pulled up the picture on the web. They magnified it and determined it to be authentic. There is even a plaque with Registrar Lavender's name on it, as he was a Brit and was in charge of the registrar office from 1959 until January of 1964. The reason the date on the certificate says Republic of Kenya is that we were a republic when the copy of the original was ordered. I stress the word copy. My copy also has Republic of Kenya. So what you say is true about Kenya not being a republic at the time of Obama's birth. However, it was a republic when the copy was ordered. The birth certificate is genuine. I assure you it will be authenticated by a forensic auditor. We are very proud Obama was born here. We have a shrine for him, and there are many people who remember his birth here as he had a white mother. They are being interviewed now by one of your media outlets. Fortunately, they even have pictures of his parents with him immediately after his birth at the Mombasa hospital, with the hospital in the background. It will be a proud day for us when it is proven that he was born here and the Kenyan became the most powerful man in the world. I encourage anyone to come here and visit. I will be happy to take you and show you the pictures at the hospital myself, as well as my document and many others that are identical to what Tate's posted. God bless. Kitao. Obama has fooled the entire USA, which gives him the only award he deserves. The imposter of the USA century. Foreign-born are not allowed to be US president. http://www.youtube.com/ Watch $V=YLONK9 for Alta ampersand feature equal related. Kenyans know Obama was born in Kenya. http://www.youtube.com/ Watch $V=OIRFSESXBO. Kenyans and Sarah Obama testify Obama was born in Mombasa, Kenya. http://www.youtube.com/ Watch $V=ZH4GX30TF14. Kenyan U.S. Ambassador is very proud Obama was born in Kenya. http://www.youtube.com/ Watch $V=JLFC4WCPV. So, Obama's grandmother on phone states Obama was born in Mombasa, Kenya. Read my blogs at http://right2fight.wordpress.com. The Republic can survive a Barack Obama. It is less likely to survive a multitude of fools such as those who made him their president. Unknown. The Power Hour, show schedule, 7-10 a.m. CST. Listen live, listen free through Global Star satellite feed. Homepage contact FAQ. All logos and trademarks in this site are property of their respective owner. Fair use notice. This site contains copyrighted material the use of which has not always been specifically authorized by the copyright owner. We are making such material available in our efforts to advance understanding of environmental, political, human rights, economic, democracy, scientific, and social justice issues, etc. We believe this constitutes a fair use of any such copyrighted material as provided for in Section 107 of the U.S. Copyright Law. In accordance with Title 17 U.S.C. Section 107, the material on this site is distributed without profit to those who have expressed a prior interest in receiving the included information for research and educational purposes. For more information, go to http://www.law.cornell.edu/ uscode /107/107.shtml. Copyright 2007. The Power Hour. All rights reserved.
So, what I think is quite interesting about this is that there are people that are claiming that his birth certificate is fake, that the one he's using is fake, and that his lawyers have admitted that it's fake, etc. And on the other hand, there are people that claim they have the real birth certificate of Obama in Kenya, Mombasa. So, anyway, even if he's the real president, he's guilty of treason according to people online because of the reasons listed also in this video. And, well, I think that's it for now. You've guessed my father's birthday is today, so I don't want to use the speech engine too much. And, well, you can all watch Universal Peace broadcasts on YouTube anyway, whether I'm live or not. Universal Peace now. Tune in next time to Universal Peace Radio.